Mark Dennison.
BBC Radio Nottingham.
Thanks for your messages already in to do with things that you've won in newspaper, TV, radio competitions. Do you enter them now? Do you phone those 090 numbers that you see at the end of certain TV talent shows? Do you go in for all that kind of stuff? What have you won? Let me know. Nottingham 934 3434. Text the word NOTS and then your message to 81333. Also, we're talking about magic as well with Craig James, who is a close-up magician. Just got this text in from M, who says, Mark, I handcuffed my girlfriend to the bed this weekend and went for a pint. Now, that was magic. So there we are. That's a lovely little bit of magic humour for you there, Craig. Not that that's anything that you've done, obviously. It's not part of your routine, that is it?
No, it's not. No.
Handcuffing people? No, to bed? No, that's a different kind of show. You were talking earlier on about the close-up magic that you do, and it's a mixture of weddings. I've seen a couple of people like it. It's very kind of in, isn't it, to have a magician at your wedding?
Yeah, it's as I say, it's very vogue now. It's very in. People are not just getting married, having the photographs, and waiting for the DJ to turn up. They're trying to entertain. It's a special day. So people like myself, close-up magicians, will go in and entertain the guests, possibly after the meals, waiting for the DJ to set up. And I'll just go around, have a laugh, and it really does make a massive difference. You've got two families who've never met before, and they're all mixed, sat on tables, and awkward situations. I'll come along, we'll have a laugh, do some magic, and then when I leave, you can actually hear people saying, "Oh, how did you do that? That was amazing."
That's right.
And it just basically creates a conversation start, and then by the end of it, it's amazing.
You should get yourself onto the royal wedding, you know, because it was in the paper over the weekend. The Queen isn't going to meet Kate Middleton's family until the day, you know. They're not going to actually meet. So you could really break that ice there. Get yourself in there, Craig. Go on.
Get in there.
I keep saying I'll do the disco, and I've whittled my price right down for them as well. I still haven't had the call, but I could do the disco. You do the magic.
Dream team.
Kapow! Who else have you done magic for then? Because weddings is one thing. You mentioned about the corporate market as well.
Yeah, that's a big business with the corporate market.
Was it like business away days and stuff like that? Or
yeah, there's sort of two sorts to corporate. There's trade shows where the big companies go and then they try to sell their wares as such, and I'll be there basically as a point of attraction, drawing in the crowds, bringing in people, bringing in the leads. I'll entertain them, and then basically I'll pass them on to the sales executives. I suppose it's replacing the sexy dressed women that used to stand there and used to draw people in. These days now, people like myself, magicians, who can entertain and draw in really big crowds to help the company make more leads. And then there's the other side then, companies are hiring magicians, myself, for their events, for their dues, when they have their summer parties, or if they have barbecues, Christmas parties. It's basically, it's not a new form of entertainment, but it's becoming very popular at the moment to have a close-up magician present. So.
Yeah. I mean, because we were saying before, this is your work, so you must have to work all kinds of weird hours. I mean, nights, weekends.
Yeah, it's like this Sunday, I had one. Very rarely I had one midday. It was someone's 40th birthday, so that was fantastic. So Sunday night, feet up, watching the TV. But most weekends, I am away at night, because most parties, events happen during the evening or late evening, and that's where I'm involved. But it's good though, because obviously I get to see my young lad during the day and take him to school and pick him up from school. So yeah, but yeah, you travel extensively throughout the UK and even abroad for doing this. So,
do you really?
Yeah, you just got to go where the work is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you obviously love the whole kind of live performing thing. I mean, some people do thrive on that, and you obviously do.
That's right, yeah.
What is it about the sort of thrill of being in front of a crowd? You must get nervous, don't you?
Not now. Back in the early days, I remember the very first gig I had. It was for, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say the company's name. It was for a restaurant. And I was going there, and I remember getting so far to the roundabout, and I drove around that roundabout 3 or 4 times thinking, I'm going back home. This is scary stuff. Yeah. But I ended up going and doing my job and doing it successful, and I think over time the nerves disappeared. But now, as you say, yeah, I just thrive in it. I love being to entertain people and bring smiles to their faces. And it's, as I say, I used to do it as an entertainer abroad on a stage, to 400 or 500 people every night, and I think that's where I really fell in love with it, to be honest. So
it's the applause, I suppose, afterwards, because, like you say, you've got the beauty of being able to wow people. So they were literally, and I know because I've sat there myself and gone, how does he do that?
yeah, it's just amazing because you're seeing people's reactions, and if they're excited and happy, you just sort of fall in with it, and the banter that's there, it's amazing, and you know, you're bubbling on adrenaline, and it is just an amazing feeling.
Yeah, you must have had tricks go wrong though every now and again, haven't you?
No.
Never?
Never.
Come on, look me in the eyes.
No, as I say, because this is my livelihood, I have to depend on what I do is spot on all the time, so I'm practicing constantly. But yeah, there are times where I've been performing and there's maybe a few people who've had one or two sherries, and they've come along and they've tried to influence a trick themselves by taking the cards out your hand and all that, but that's sort of part and parcel of the job. You have to know how to handle that. So
that's right.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I bet that is interesting, actually. Right, let's put this to the test. Bit of magic on the radio. This is, without giving away what you're actually going to do, this is like a prediction kind of trick, is it?
We're going to give it a try, yeah.
Yeah, why not? So if you want to be part of this trick with Craig, give us a call and ask him 934 3434. Let's try a little bit of magic on the radio. We just need you at the end of the phone, and you'll explain more when we actually do the trick in a minute.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, and it involves no pain.
Nope.
No pain whatsoever, and you're not going to win a prize. You won't get a free car out of this. We're not going to put a tattoo on any part of your body either. We just need you to be on the end of the phone, Nottingham 934 3434. Give us a bell. We'll get you on in just a moment with Craig James, our close-up magician, who's here this afternoon. And in a few moments' time, you'll hear from Paul Bacon. Junior Showtime is approaching in Mansfield, and the closing date is nearly upon us. Full details on Junior Showtime to come in a wee bit from BBC Radio Nottingham.
Mark Dennison.
BBC Radio Nottingham.